Hello and happy 2026. I'm sorry I haven't been around for a while. I have been focusing on myself. I'll kind of tell you the reason why there was a blackout, essentially why I wasn't posting. So this is in regards to my hypothyroidism. I have hypothyroidism. Now what? I'll link it in the comment section. I don't really know how to do that. I'll figure it out though. But last time I made a video, we were talking about my TSH being 21.87. This was April of 2025. My TSH went up to 31.98, almost to 32. I was kind of upset about that and depressed and a little bit scared because my doctor was like, hey, you should probably think about going on Synthroid or Armour or levothyroxine and taking your health seriously. It has now dropped from a 31.98 to a 13.18. That's almost a 19-point difference. My primary care physician called me. He's like, hey, have you seen your blood test results? I was like, yeah. What caused it to swing so much? And he's like, I don't know. Maybe it's the supplements that you're taking. So the supplements, the only supplements that I've been taking, I stopped all the rest, is EstroSense, AdrenaSense, and Vitex. So what I'm learning about with the female body is you have two main hormones. We also have testosterone, but the ones that basically run our cycle is estrogen and progesterone. Vitex is just a single ingredient capsule. It's chasteberry. You can look it up and see what the benefits are or the contraindications that you may have to certain other medications that you're taking. So if we as women have high estrogen dominance, and our what is this hormone called again? Progesterone. Yeah. If our progesterone is low, then it can cause PMS symptoms, androgen dominance, weight gain, losing hair. It can also cause problems with our thyroid. So keep in mind, chasteberry takes about 3 months to heighten the levels of your progesterone. If you wanted to get a progesterone cream, you can talk to your doctor about it. I wanted to do it naturally, so I'm going to take the time that it needs to take to get there. When you heighten your progesterone, you level out your estrogen, which means the two hormones can work symbiotically in the body together. You also want to make sure that you are excreting, so pooping multiple times a day, drinking lots of water so you're flushing out your liver, kidneys, you're hydrating your colon, as well as like not eating like sugary foods, anything that could potentially overwork your liver. Like if you have non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, or if you drink too much alcohol, if you eat too much fatty food, like all this can cause mayhem and havoc on your body and how your hormones are produced. So from what I've been learning about the thyroid is you have your thyroid stimulating hormone. You have your T3 and your T4, which are converted in the liver. So if you have sluggish liver, your body can't actually convert the T4 to T3. I've also been learning about adrenal fatigue. So if you're constantly stressed out, if you're working out too hard in the gym, like going 100% every day, which is what I was doing, because I'm like, go hard or go home. David Goggins mentality, like, who's gonna carry the boats and the logs? definitely not a mentality that a woman should be in, because we are cyclical creatures. We have four different phases in our menstrual cycle. We have our menstrual phase, which is when we're bleeding. We have our follicular phase, which is where we start gaining our energy again. We have our ovulatory phase, which is where we want to start producing like babies. And then we have our luteal phase, which is anywhere from like 7 to 10 days of just crashing of the hormones. And if you're not flowing with your body's natural rhythm on what's going on with the hormones, because men, they have a different biological system than we do. They have a 24-hour cycle. As soon as they wake up, their testosterone starts rising. And then after probably around noon, it starts to slowly kind of like drop a little bit. We as women have a 28-day cycle. If you're healthy, your cycles should be 28 days. And, you know, we have an influx of different hormones that are going on at different times. So that's why if you weigh yourself one day, like this happened to me not even like a week ago. At the beginning of January, I weighed myself. I was 143 pounds. And then, you know, a week later, I weighed myself and I was 153.8. I was like, what the hell? And then the next day I weighed myself and I was 149. Like, how can my body swing so much? But it's because women tend to hold on to water a little bit more, because it just makes our body feel safe. It helps regulate our nervous system. It helps regulate our hormones. Anyways, I digress. Dietary changes that I've done. Sorry, I have notes just in case this happened. What causes hypothyroidism? Hormonal imbalance. That's what I'm learning. Straight to the point. I think it's just a hormonal imbalance from my research. I already touched on my supplements, touched on the detox pathways, the liver and the kidneys. If you're not detoxing, if you're not peeing, pooping, perspiring, then your detox pathways get all clogged up. Diet changes. So I'm no longer drinking copious amounts of coffee. I'm no longer eating starchy foods like white rice or bread or white potatoes. I love white potatoes, especially when they're cooked in tallow. I can have them as a treat. I just can't have them all the time because it creates an inflammatory response in the body. That's another thing that I want to touch on. Hypothyroidism, Hashimoto's, Graves, or whatever. It is a I believe from the research that I've been doing that it is a adverse side effect that happens when we eat food that creates inflammatory responses in the body. That's why a Dutch test is so important, for you to try and figure out what foods are good for you, what foods cause inflammatory responses in the body. Because honestly, I think that's why a lot of people are sick. We have the agricultural industry that sprays glyphosate on our vegetables, on our wheat, and then, you know, we ingest that, and then obviously it's going to cause an inflammatory response in our body because it's a foreign chemical that's like causing inflammation. That's another rabbit hole. I don't want to get into that. Maybe another day. Lifestyle changes. So I'm no longer going to the gym 5 days a week. I'm going to the gym 3 days a week. I'm doing HIIT, high intensity, low impact exercises. So I can get up, so I can start sweating, so I can move that estrogen out of my body, while also not pushing myself to an extreme. Because when I was doing my powerlifting, yeah, I was lifting a lot of weight, but honestly, my nervous system felt taxed. I don't mind lifting weights like a couple days a week, but I don't think I'll do it 5 days a week anymore anyway. The difference between Hashimoto's and Graves' disease. Hashimoto's is hypothyroidism. Graves' is hyperthyroidism. I heard online that if you take iodine and selenium, it will help either hypothyroidism or hyperthyroidism. I think that's a crock of doggy doo-doo, because I think that's what had caused my swing to go from 21.87 to 31.98 in 5 months. I didn't do anything different. I just started taking iodine. From the research that I've done, if you have Hashimoto's or hypothyroidism, you should not be taking iodine at all. If you have Graves' disease, yes, start supplementing with iodine, because if you have hyperthyroidism, the iodine will actually bring you into normal levels. So yes, iodine does help from the research that I've been doing. Don't take what I'm saying at face value. Always talk to your primary care physician or your doctor about this. I am starting these Primal Queen pills. I'm about 2 weeks in. It's too early to tell. It's too early to tell how it's affecting my body. I do have a 3-month supply. So hopefully I talked to my doctor about coming back in for another blood test about 3 or 4 months from now. So we'll see how that goes. I'll keep you guys updated. I also have some workout videos that I have been recording that I will upload hopefully within the next few days, so keep your eye out for those. Other than that, I just want to end this video with, this is not medical advice. I am just sharing what it is that's working for me. Hopefully it'll give you an opportunity to expand your horizons on what's actually possible. I would like to get my TSH into normal ranges, which is below a 6.5, I think. Yeah, I have a few months to do that. So with my dietary changes and changes in the gym and taking my supplements and taking these Primal Queen pills, I will update you guys and share my journey with you. Until then, I hope you guys stay well. Take care of yourselves, be kind to yourselves, and I'll see you in the next video.